Thank you for joining Happy Science today's Words of Wisdom with prayer. Now, there are many people suffering all over the world. We pray for the world peace and the world war also will end soon. May God heal the people's sufferings. So today's Words of Wisdom is about Master Ryo Okawa's Guide for the Mind in Happy Science Monthly. And today's theme is break the habit of worrying. It is the guide for the mind several years ago. So many of you might not know about this guide for the mind. But this is also important, includes important teaching, so I'd like to share this. So first, let me read the Guide for the Mind, Break the Habit of Worrying. A Guide for the Mind, Break the Habit of Worrying. Most people are unaware that worrying is a habit. It is a lifestyle habit, like chewing gum all day long. You probably start up the habit of worrying the moment you have space in your head. Every other word you say is always the same complaints about your children, your money, or your health. Most likely, you have never put yourself in the shoes of those who have to listen to your complaints. Start by making yourself busy. Busy yourself so much that there is no time to worry. Start with easy tasks close at hand and complete them one by one. What's more, expand your learning and think of new ideas. Being active outdoors is also good. To tire yourself out and fall into a deep sleep is the best solution to your worries. Put your positive and constructive ideas into action. So this is the guide for the mind for today's Words of Wisdom. I think there are two steps about this guide for the mind. The first step is according to Master Okawa, is to notice that notice about the truth that we have actually the habit of we have the habit of worrying, and it is important to notice that we have the habit of worrying, and also notice that it is important to notice that we can stop by ourselves. And this is the first point. And Master's another book, Guideposts to Happiness. In that book, he says that Master says like this: if you are struggling to get rid of your problems, here is a useful piece of advice. Worries are something you create, so as soon as you stop creating them, they will disappear automatically. So he wants to say that worrying is something we are creating every day. So it is important to not to create it. And also in another book, a famous book, An Unshakable Mind, he also says like this: human beings cannot think of two things at once. So when you are preoccupied with worries, immerse yourself in some activity. I think this is the important teaching about the mind. He says human beings cannot think of two things at once. So when we are preoccupied by worries or negative ideas, it is very important to replace it with a positive ideas or something positive attitude about our lives. So this is the first point. we cannot think of two things at once. So it is important to notice that we are continuously creating worries or negative ideas. So it is important to notice about it and replace it with a good one. And in the latter half of this guide for the mind, in the last sentence, the master says like this: put your positive and constructive ideas into action. And he says that start by making yourself busy yourself so much that there is no time to worry. And for example, he shows us the ideas such as expand your learning and think of new ideas, and also being active outdoors is also good. So this is the second point. There are many good ways in which we can replace bad ideas with a good one, and busy ourselves and doing something active is very important. And in the book An Unshakable Mind, master says, if you are overwhelmed by worries, try to increase the amount of time you are active or take on some new activity. If you are not engaged in work, it is important not to restrict yourself to your usual routine, but to start studying something new and use your time in creative ways. To conclude, by turning your mind to more productive and constructive directions, you will be able to overcome spiritual difficulties while at the same time becoming a better person. So, Master says it is also important to study something new and use our time in creative ways. And so what is the goal of turning our mind positive? He says in the book, I'm Fine Spirit. He also teaches the important teaching. Since ancient times, it has been said that people grow to resemble their own image of themselves. When you feel that your mind is about to be overtaken by negativity, you must generate and counter it with your own optimistic energy. You must always hold a positive image of yourself. You must create an image of yourself developing, becoming successful, and being useful to society and the world, finding personal happiness and bringing happiness to those around you. This is the image that you must always keep in the forefront of your mind. So he says the goal is to always hold a positive image of ourselves, such as we have to create an image of ourselves developing, becoming successful, being useful to society and the world, finding personal happiness, and bringing happiness to those around us. So, so this is the important teaching. So lastly, let me share a guide for the mind again. I will read the whole text of the Break the Habit of Worrying. Break the habit of worrying. Most people are unaware that worrying is a habit. It is a lifestyle habit, like chewing gum all day long. You probably start up the habit of worrying the moment you have space in your head. Every other word you say is always the same complaints about your children, your money, or your health. Most likely, you have never put yourself in the shoes of those who have to listen to your complaints. Start by making yourself busy. Busy yourself so much that there is no time to worry. Start with easy tasks close at hand and complete them one by one. What's more, expand your learning and think of new ideas. Being active outdoors is also good. To tire yourself out and fall into a deep sleep is the best solution to your worries. Put your positive and constructive ideas into action. So this is today's words of wisdom. So let us deeply learn the Master's teaching about the mind, and let us also practice positive and constructive ideas into action. Now let us recite Happy Science prayers. Lord El-Cantaret, Master Ryuho Okawa, thank you very much for giving us your great light every day. We practice the principles of happiness, love, wisdom, self-reflection, and progress to make the world better with our brothers and sisters. With our gratitude, we will recite the 2 words spoken by Buddha, prayer to the Lord, and prayer to guardian and guiding spirits. The 2 words spoken by Buddha, Ryuho Okawa. There used to be the light in the great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy, and Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven. Through the prism of Buddha, there appeared the 7 colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These 7 colors help each other, and there appears Buddha land. Buddha land is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of love, or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom, or the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of souls. Rest in peace. Real souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical bodies are the shadows of the spirits. It means you are the boats sailing down the great river. The great river is the symbol of the course of lives. Each of you sails down as a small boat, so you need a boatman. If it were not for your own boatman, you surely go aground. This boatman really means your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock, and you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the 2 words. When you go down a rapid stream, you need to punt in a stream. Then you can change your course. The 2 words means the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the 2 words, and Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. This gold mine suggests various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days. Or, to put it another way, the fruits of Buddha's mercy. All of you, now, here, listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waved. Please follow this white hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. They have three aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your past have already gone by, yet still, your mistakes will be kept in your minds. That is the reason why you should understand other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both are children of Buddha, and brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other, and it's time to forgive each other. This is the eternal law, which penetrates the present and the future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night. The dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching rising sun. It will shed light to the future, to invite sad people to Buddha land. Now, here, I command, there shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world, utopia, shall be realized. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. That world is utopia. All of us could be the light of bodhisattvas, believing that the light has reality, believing that love has reality, believing that the truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. We, the light of bodhisattvas, get together, work together to keep right mind and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here, we vow to do so. Prayer to the Lord. Our Lord El Cantare, you are the source of all light, all power, all wisdom, and all love. May you give us light, give us power, give us wisdom, and give us love. O Lord, our Father, please protect this planet of love, Earth. Protect us from all evil and open a future for us. O Lord, thank you for giving us light. We give thanks from the bottom of our hearts. Prayer to Guardian and Guiding Spirits. My guardian and guiding spirits, deep inside of me, you are the fountain of life, the light of hope, the source of wisdom, and the shield of courage. Every day, may you help me develop my soul and refine my mind. Every day, may you give me inspiration and show me the right path to follow. Please protect me from all evil and guide me in living a better life. For this I give my thanks. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful day.